here is the review of Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy Pipes. And joining me in this review is my dad.
Hey, what's going on? Now, Colton, I want to tell you right off the bat, I do remember in 1985 or 84, I cannot remember, but my brother, for Christmas, I believe, we got it from a family member, he had Huffer, and then I had G1 Gears. They were the mini Autobots.
Which are the mini bots.
Right. And so this is not an homage to Huffer. This is an automatically repaint, retool of his own entity Pipes, which the two back then, Huffer and Pipes, did transform differently with a different head sculpt. That's where I'm drawing back from what I remember. He was an orange diesel, miniature diesel, that carried around Optimus Prime's trailer.
Right. And he's talking about Huffer, who towed Prime's trailer.
When Prime couldn't, Huffer would transform and he would back up to it and latch onto it and pull the trailer, so Optimus Prime wouldn't. So I'm just saying that's where my memory's coming from when I see this character. Now, I know it's not Huffer, it's Pipes. So with that said, I'm going to let Colton start, before we go off into transformation and stuff like that. He's going to show you what all comes in the box, and then we'll get on to the review of Pipes.
So here's the packaging here of Pipes. Human truck mode and human robot mode. And on the back here, and on the side here you do have the characters, well, the G1 Transformers and also the Beast Wars characters here. And on the bottom it says Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy. And the top here, the bottom here, and that's about it for the packaging. And you do get his instructions here. From front to back here.
And what is that you got there?
And he does come with a collector's card. But these here are totally different here. Because these collector's cards, like And as you can see, I have
Uni-
Unicron, but I don't have the Unicron figure, which is the HasLab version. But this came with pipes and all of these Kingdom figures don't have the correct collector's card with the character's name here. So it's all just like in
random, just whatever you get in the package, that's what you get, because that's what they put in there. So ours was Unicron, and it's kind of this what's the name I'm looking for? They had it back then. It's I don't want to say translucent, but they have like a a sheen to them, and you can see it, but if you hit it just right, you can see Unicron in it.
In his robot mode. And it says Kingdom War for Cybertron on this side here.
And you flip it around and you get a picture of, if I'm right, is that the disc?
The golden disc from Beast Wars.
Okay. Okay.
And it says Kingdom War for Cybertron Transformers. But also something else that these cards can do in the Kingdom line is the front part where it has Unicron's robot mode is a sticker, and you can peel it off, and once you peel it off you can see a picture of Unicron in his planet mode. And you do have some like writing here, which is like Cybertronian. And it has Unicron here.
Okay.
And as for this thing that we peeled off, you can like
stick it on something,
like your refrigerator or somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're going to get on to pipes.
And here we have pipes here. As you can see, he is a nice looking blue truck here. He does have some silver for the grill here, silver for the bumper, some white paint on 4 of these headlights, some silver paint for the window wipers, white paint on the top headlights for the roof, and on the side we do have some silver painted in side view mirrors and some silver paint for the rims on both sides and some red paint for the tail lights. And that's about it. And he does roll really well, but yeah, he does roll really well. You just have to make sure you got everything like
balanced and in line for him to row correctly. That's what I'm noticing. Because it looks like, to me, it looks like the cab is a little bit higher than the frame. I'm not trying to overanalyze it, but that's what I see a little bit. But as long as this is straight, the frame, he'll roll. Huh. Okay.
and as you saw on the back here, you can store his two little silver guns here, which is what they're called. But you can remove them, and these do go into these holes into these pegs here. And these two holes here will not let these guns fit in. But if you have Earthrise Optimus Prime, you can attach his trailer to pipes or hover in either this peg or either this hole or this hole. I don't have Earthrise Optimus Prime, but I think you can fit him into either one of these holes.
I know that my Optimus Prime trailer, neither one, G1 or G2, will fit that plug. So I'm assuming probably you can with Earthrise.
Optimus
Yes.
Prime's trailer.
With Optimus Prime's trailer. Yes. I'm assuming. I don't know. But I know that my G1 and G2 will not fit that. Already looked at it. I thought about it. I said no. Plugs are different. Anyway, so the cannons can fit on the back. Can they fit on the stacks?
These?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Into these holes here. If you want to give him smokestacks.
Yes, we need smokestacks. Go ahead, put them on there. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, looking good, looking good. Oh, that makes a difference. That gives it beef. Looks beefy with that. Let's get a shot of him. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, check that out, y'all. How about that? Now that's yeah, I like it. Okay, go ahead.
And you can also attach them to these holes here on the back. On both sides. And he also has another hole on the roof of the truck that you can attach to.
Okay, so there's a port up top. Check that out. How about that? A front cannon. Cab cannon. That is a cab cannon.
And that's it. So I think it's now time for robot mode. So to get him transformed, you want to come to the back here, untap it, and bring it all the way back. And these two holes here is where these two pegs here go into. And then you want to take this white back piece. Oh, and it does have some molded in diamond plating here. But you do want to untab these and flip these around, and these holes is where these pegs go into. And you do want to separate them from these two pegs from these two holes. And then you also want to separate his legs from this tab from this little groove here. And then bring these back and they will tap in. And for these stacks here, oh, I almost forgot to tell you my only problem with him in truck mode. And that is, my only problem with him in truck mode is you can see his hands are visible on the back of the cab here. And I wish that they would do something to help hide his hands on the back of the cab here. But continuing on with the transformation, you do want to take his hands and flip them up. And you do want to untap them and bring them back, and these do tap into these pegs from these holes here. And you also want to untap them from that blue peg into that hole right there. And you do want to take the cab of the truck and just shift it up.
Okay.
And you also want to come to the bottom here and bring down what will become his chest to about here. And you also want to bring down his stacks, which will become his arms in robot mode, down to about here. And this will allow you to take the front wheels and flip them up. And this will also allow you to take his arms here and bring them up, and they will tap in. And then rotate his arms down, rotate his elbows around. And for the cab here, you want to rotate it around and you do want to collapse it in so it looks like this, and you can see the Autobot symbol here. And then you want to bring this back up, well, bring his chest back up, rotate his head around, and you're done.
So he has an Autobot logo on the back. And I think that the G1 has that too. I'm not sure. Not the G1, the pipes. After Huffer. I think he has the same Autobot insignia right there with the first pipes. I think he does. The head sculpt. That head sculpt. Now, it can't look up, right? It cannot?
No.
No.
Because of the way his head is shaped.
Okay.
And also about the Autobot symbol here. The G1 version does have the Autobot symbol here, but it was a rub symbol, or which is one of those heat signatures.
Okay, I don't know. I had to look back. It's too many moons ago. So with pipes, I do like. Let's see here. That head sculpt. You know what that head sculpt kind of reminds me of? Run amok and run about. Look at it. It kind of looks the same.
That actually looks like Runabout it or Run Amok.
I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that it looks familiar. Like they took the head off of this one and just put it on one of those guys with the different paint app. I do not know much about this character after Huffer when they become Pipes. I do not know if Pipes, if Huffer got in the cartoon back then. I don't know if Huffer got damaged and they recreated them and remade them Pipes like they did Bumblebee with Goldbug. I do not know. I do know this. He is part of the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron
Trilogy.
Trilogy. I was going to say trilogy. I don't know where that come from. As far as his sculpt, he looks pretty much dead on as what Pipes did.
And he does have some blue on his eyes, with some gray paint on the inside here, above his mouth plate. And he does have some blue or gray paint here. And some white here. And that's it. Everything else is the exact same color scheme as the vehicle mode. And for articulation, his head is on a ball joint, but it can only rotate all the way around. But it can't look up or down. Well, it can look down a little bit, but that's as far down as you're gonna get due to the shape of his head, which is the design. Arms can rotate all the way around, move in and out. Bicep swivel, elbow, waist swivel. Legs go forward, back, in and out. Well, they only move out to about there. Thigh swivel, knee, and ankle pivot.
It was more like ankle breakage. Anyway, that's the pivot point that they have, but you're pretty much taking the whole foot and just saying, yay, look at there. So, yeah.
And that's it. And he can hold his two guns in his hands, or you can have him with arm cannons, or you can attach them to these pegs here.
So you can attach them in 3 different locations. At the shoulder,
on the elbow, or fit them in his hands. Or you can attach them to here.
even to the legs. How about that? Then you got leg cannons.
But I'm going to go ahead and...
He's going to put his little 6-shooters on them.
Well...
No, go ahead. If that's what you want to go ahead. Okay.
I'm actually going to go ahead and plug them on his arms here.
Alrighty.
And that's it. So, final thoughts. His vehicle mode that does look great, but my only problem with it is I wish that his hands would be hidden instead of being
folded down to the side.
And peeking out on the back of the cab. And the robot mode does look great. And I was about to say, if I have any problems with him in robot mode, but I don't think I don't.
I think that this is a good representation of pipes. I think that they did a good job. I think that the sculpt is good. It's got great articulation. And the head sculpt looks good, along with the silver pipes. So, I mean, yeah, they did a good job with this Kingdom War for Cybertron series pipes. Autobot.
Yes.
And that's about all I have.
And I think that's about it. So, there you have it. Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron trilogy pipes. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, I did set up a playlist on my channel. And it's all organized.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. We appreciate y'all. Until next time.
Thanks for watching.